Hello everyone. I am Dr. Stephen Hawking and welcome to Ask Stephen Hawking. I respond to your emails and questions that you send to me. The better your question, the more likely I will respond to it here on the show. So, let's get started. Our first question comes from Bob in the US. Bob writes, "The Earth is a very dangerous place to live in right now. It seems as though the Middle East is constipated with idiots. Stephen, what would you do if you could?" Well, Bob, if I were a doctor and I wanted to give the world an enema, I would shove the nozzle right in the Middle East. It is so full of shit that it needs to make a really big bowel movement to cleanse itself of all the crap that is there. Thank you for your question, Bob. Our next question comes from LizardSucker12 in Canada. Dear Stephen, do you think that the moon was part of the Earth at some point? Well, LizardSucker12, all of the evidence suggests that the moon may very well have come from the Earth. Personally, I don't actually know. If you ever find out for sure, give me a call. Of course, it is possible that it came from your butt. Are you missing any of it? Ha ha ha. I made a good joke there. Next question from Judy in the UK. Why haven't we visited the planets yet? Judy, the answer is simple. We don't have the rockets and spaceships to go there. And businesses could care less about our future as a species. They are more interested in selling you cheap perfume and overcharging you for it. Government officials are only interested in being elected and re-elected so they can make new laws that take away everyone's money. Thank you, Judy. Here's a real good question from Ed in Decatur, Illinois of the US. Ed writes, Stephen, do you believe that everything in the universe is going away from us? Ed, I believe that the galaxies are all going away from us. However, it's a shame that many of the stupid idiots I know are not following along with the galaxies. It would make for a much better planet if all the stupid, idiotic fucks of the world would all go bye-bye and leave all of us who have a brain alone. If I could, I would send them all in a giant spaceship to the cornfield of the galactic abyss. We would place a warning note on the outside of the ship that says, "Beware, idiots from Earth. If found, do not open unless you have used for test subjects with low IQs. Do not return to sender. Forward to next unintelligent galaxy." Thanks for the question. Michelle from Berkeley, California in the US asks, Stephen, you are always talking about all the beautiful things in the universe. Are there any really scary or gross parts of the universe that you know of? Well, Michelle, the universe is a very interesting place, but can be very scary at times. The same thing can be said for the Earth. In fact, some of the most scariest things on the Earth are what people actually do. There are not only people who do scary things, but outright nasty things. For example, there are people I have read about on the internet who say they actually make turd sandwiches and sell them on eBay. That is nasty. Who are the idiots that would buy them? Certainly not me. I can't believe how stupid people are. Why would you buy something like that when you can make it yourself? Besides, you would also save on shipping costs. This is a no-brainer. All you need to do is go buy some bread. Head to the bathroom. Make a dookie. Put it in the bread. Add whatever else you want on it, and you've got an instant curd sandwich. Thank you, Michelle, for your question. Friends, just a reminder that if you would like to have a question answered by me, simply send off an email to askstephen@internet.com/google./offlines/double-yotes.cambridge.forward/boopykensdouble/reach or just leave your question in the commentary below. Next, Joseph Mama from Dildo, Canada writes, wait, is this a real place? Oh, okay. I guess it is. Anyway, the question is, there are billions of galaxies, but are there as many black holes? Well, Mama, the universe is made up of billions of galaxies. Inside each of those galaxies is billions of stars. And circling around most of these stars are planets. On some of these planets are some incredibly beautiful black holes. If it were possible to travel back in time, I would travel to a place to find the most beautiful black holes ever. Although black holes are beautiful, they are very rare to see in the blackness of space. Thank you, Mama. Speaking of galaxies, if there were an alien civilization within our galaxy, would they be male and female? Would they be hermaphrodites? Would they come here and want to eat us for dinner? It is something to think about. I have often wondered whether or not they would make dookies like we do. And if they do, what would they do with them? Then I figured it out. Maybe they recycle them and use the dookies for fuel to travel across the galaxy. That would answer the question asked by UPS. What can Brown do for you? The next question comes from Shinglong Harry MacDon in North Korea. Shinlong asks, why does the moon always face the same direction? Well, Shinlong, Chuliwan tinita plakto chendi mamama, puplita dangle cockball in her mouth. Kan uea mamama tinme lektau quen hevi glousy fun shay disco meatball, then smell the pickle hole crotch tuna, yum. Translated to English means, I don't know. A question now from Ivan Ishkavile from the Middle East. He asks, is there any evidence of Buddha, or God, or the devil, or all the versions of the afterlife? Ivan. I am not a religious person. Although anything is possible, I only deal with those things of the physical universe. I have never seen any of the things you have asked about. I would like to know why you are also interested in versions in the afterlife. Aren't there enough here for you to abuse? Why do you need more in the afterlife to treat like shit? My guess is, if there is a God and he is just, he would send all of you sick idiots straight to the devil himself, so he could fuck you in the ass, with a penis of fire, for the rest of eternity. Now, I have a question to ask all of you. How are black holes and Sheldon Cooper alike? They both suck. Ha ha ha. Friends, once again, just a reminder that if you would like to have a question answered by me, simply send off an email to askstephenh@internet.com/google./offline/wyotes.cambridge.forward/boopykensdouble/reach around, or just leave your question in the commentary below.